What's up? Another crazy week in the cryptos. This is Crypto Joe, and we're going to talk about the projects that I'm in, the trading that I'm doing with Eazybot, a couple other projects. And at the very end, I'm going to share with you my theory or thoughts on this upcoming spot ETF approval by the SEC and how I feel about it. And I'm going to tell you about an out there theory that I have that you might want to pay attention to. So with that, let's get right into it with our first discussion of Eazybot. So as I always say, Eazybot is software. Okay, it's software that hooks Eazybot software to your exchange, and the software sends the exchange buy and sell signals through an API. It can't take money out of your exchange, and so it sends buy and sell signals through an API to trade crypto. I have 10 bots. I'm about to jump in and increase all of my my stake in this, because Eazybot is the one thing that has not let me down, and I've been in it since August 25th of 2022. So there's a link down below if you want to learn more information. There's a link. It's by referral only. So you can say whatever you want about it. Joe, that's a multi-level marketing. Joe, you're just trying to make money through affiliates and things like that. I said, I don't care. I got into Eazybot because I like it. I got into Eazybot because it works. And I talk about it every week because I want to share my journey on the Eazybot. So let's take a look at this. This week, okay, let's pull this sheet out before we get into that. So you'll notice if you can see that, I went from 72.70 to 58.04. So I dropped down my stake in Eazybot only because I had an a Bitcoin, Ethereum bot. It basically, my base token was Ethereum, but I was using Bitcoin to buy and sell Ethereum. And I pulled it out of that because it just wasn't moving fast enough. I can use that other bot space for something that's a little bit more productive. Even though I did make money in that one, I made like 20 or 30 bucks with that. And it was just a way to keep my Bitcoin in the game. So I pulled that out this week. So you'll notice, what's today, the 17th, 12/17/2023. So you'll notice that this was down to 58.04. So this week I made $191 with the 58.04 at risk. So that's a 3.29% return this past week. I am very, very happy with that. If you know from previous episodes, I typically target a half to a full percent. I've been averaging since I started tracking it this way in July. And this is not coin appreciation. This is purely through the trade, the money I made in the trade versus what the coin's worth. So as the coin value goes up, that is going to go up proportionately, but the percentages won't change. So I just left the appreciation out of this. So this is not token appreciation. This is pure trading profit. So as you can see, since July 17th, I've averaged about 1.35%. Now, if I got that every week, which obviously that's an average, if I got that every week, that would be an annualized return of about 70%. That is outrageously awesome in my opinion. So remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Every week, I try to show you what I do and the things I do. I've had some losses, so we're going to go over that. I've had some wins. Do not get into anything at all with anything but risk capital, and don't get in anything because I tell you to get into it. I shouldn't have to say this. You're an adult. Take responsibility for your own actions. I am not giving you any financial advice. That being said, let me show you what I do. So, Eazybot, been pretty good. Now, you'll notice a lot of red dots. Red dots mean the bot is inactive. I'm kind of playing out a strategy in my head, and I'm going to talk about that at the very end. But as this coin goes up, let's just say Matic. So I say 5,000. See, I had 5,000 at risk on Matic. I don't have 5,000 USD backing these trades. So Matic hasn't really sold because it's kind of been hovering around in the 80s. Well, right now it went to buy. There is no USDT in this account. This is in my Binance account. There's about $167 in there right now. But as you can see, I own about $528 of Matic. That's what's in that trade right now. You can probably barely see this. It looks tiny. Let's see if I can increase the size. I always have to do this stuff. All right, so that's what's in the Matic trade right now. Is only about $528. I don't have $5,000 in there because the way that bot works is that it buys in. Okay. Now, if the bot goes down, if the coin goes down, it will DCA with a martingale type strategy. It's more proprietary than that, but it'll buy on its way down. As it goes back up, it sells. So you can make money with volatility. Now, I only have in these two accounts about $5,800 at risk. Yet you'll notice that these bots, 8,000, 5,000, 6,500, 4,000, 5,000. I just want the trades to be a little bit bigger because there are gas fees associated with this. And I calculated anywhere from 16 to 26 cents in gas fees on my Binance in Matic. So you want to make sure you're more profitable than that. And then they take their small profits, which might be 10 to 15 to 30 cents, depending how big the original trade was. So at that, if you factor in 50 to 60 cents per trade is going to go away, you want to make at least that, right, to break even. But you want to make more than that or else it's not worth it. So what I'm telling you is that I play the system a little bit. I don't actually have that money at stake. And if the coin were to shoot down, it would run out of money. And that's what these red dots, they've run out of money. Now I am going to put more. I can either put more USDT in these or I can check it periodically. I can say, AVAX, what's my last trade? The last I bought in at 44.58. And looks like it tried to buy in at 42.87. Well, shoot, I missed an opportunity because I had an insufficient balance, but I didn't have to risk as much. So as it goes up, I make more money. But that being said, I'm going to, let's see, 44.58. If I go over here, what is the price of AVAX? AVA, it's Avalanche, 41.13. So I'm not in the money on my trade. I'm going to let that sit red, or I'm going to add more USDT in it. And that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to take that other Bitcoin, sell it off to be able to trade more in here. So let's go through that. Okay, so I hope you get an idea. And I talk about this more. I'm about to put out another Eazybot video. If you want more information on Eazybot, they have great resources on their website. You do have to register to get on their website. I have a link down below. But once you register, that doesn't necessarily commit you, but then you get to look at all their resources, and they do have a lot. See right here, it says, you can't see that, my fat head's on it. Nope, that's going to freak you out. Okay, there we go. Let's move that. There we go. See resource guide right here. You click in there, and there is a ton of resources. Of course, there we go. Okay, there's a ton of resources. Like this is just a little thing, but you can see all these. These are all different clicks to check out some resources, and they have a whole other section on resources. You go into help. There's plenty of things here, but they'll tell you how to do it step by step and everything. It's a lot of good resource. All right. I don't want to go too much farther than that. Let's just do a quick recap on Eazybot. 3.29% return this week. Past performance isn't indicative of future results. I have the money in the Kraken. This Bitcoin I took out of my trades, and that's about $1,300 here, and I took the Ether out, which is another $358. And that's the difference, as you can see, between this here and that there. All right, let's move my head back over here. Why is it doing that? Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, what's up next? Revtoken. So Revtoken is a token I got interested in because they were bringing honesty, transparency, and trust back to the DeFi. And that they caught me at a perfect time because I've been rugged so many times this week. I mean, this week, but this year, it just is what it is. And I understand, and I'm not crying about it. I just hate it so much. And so I hate losing money, and I always look for ways not to lose money. Well, this is a team that has a pretty robust Discord. And I've gotten in conversations with the team that's this, and they are very sincere about bringing honesty, transparency, and trust back to DeFi and showing everyone that you can have a great coin with a great system behind it and not steal and rug and all these things. So just that alone got them my money. Now, I haven't given them a lot. I said them. I haven't given the project a lot of money yet. I'm in it for 9,840 tokens. The token has had appreciation after the last couple of weeks. It went down a little bit. There's been some big buys in because it was down under 2 pennies yesterday or the day before. Then you see people buying in. Well, my stake is only worth about $234. I would like to put more money into this one because long term, I believe in its goals. it's been kicking off Matic, and I've made about $4 in Matic. So it's about if I had my calculator, I think if I look at my, I can't see that. It's giving me rewards about we'll call it $4.40 of Matic. If it's worth $2.48, well, I've gotten about a 1.7% return since I got in this thing in September. So, probably by next year, I mean, I'm hoping that a lot of the projects they're doing kick off more rewards. And if I can get a 10, 12% return in something like this, I hope won't go away. And maybe there'll be some coin appreciation. That'd be good, because now you're talking about a real business. If you think about it, people put their money in the stock market to get an 8 to 10% return. And they also don't fear as bad that stock going to zero. Well, it always could, though. But that's the case here, is that I look at this more as like a something that will be slow and steady down the road. And I'm hoping that coin appreciates. Maybe at some point I'll take profits, but that'll be way down the road. All right, not want to go too deep into Rev. Great project. Check it out, Revtoken.finance. I'll put a link down below. BNB All-Stars. This is an ROI app that I'm in. I've been in this for a while. I only put $100 in this thing. And it's been more work than it's been worth, because every day I have to click on it. So that's been kind of a pain. I don't suggest you get into this at all because of this reason right here, is that the TVL is on the way down. It was up, and now it's on the way down. So I am just looking to ROI on this. I've gotten $85 out of my 100. Right now, I'm going to do a live withdrawal. This is not sponsored content. No one's paid me to do this live withdrawal. I know a lot of sponsors pay to do live withdrawals. That's not what this is. I just didn't do it earlier. So, $9.11 this week. So let's put this in right here. I have $9.04. My predictions were wrong. $9.11. Now let's take that out. Let's withdraw it. Here we go. I got a 24-cent gas fee. All right. Let's see what it does. I hope it works, because I'm about 1 week after this week. Probably next week I'll ROI. That's pretty cool. $85 out, 100 in. My $100 is worth $312. I have to reinvest every day for, at a 1.5%. And then after 3 reinvests, you can withdraw. So it didn't do anything, did it? Yeah, well, this is embarrassing. That doesn't really matter. I hope you all didn't put money in this one. Unknown processing time. Let's jump up the gas fee a little bit. Let's do that, shall we? I don't know how to do that here. It's behind here anyway. Failed. That's because my gas fee is too low. I'm going to try one more time and not bore you to death. I got a few important things to talk about, and then we'll get you out of here. Site suggested. Okay, next buy, primary fee, site. Let's go aggressive. 28 cents. Pending. Let's see if this works. You can't see this because of my fat head. There it is. Let's see if it works. Speed up. Should I speed it up or just let it go? Withdrawal transactions submitted. Okay, so it worked. Just wanted more money, 2 more cents, and then it'd do it. I'm like, come on, dude. So it took my money, gave me my money. It probably went into this account. Yeah, see, there you go. Went right in. That's behind my fat head again. Went in. There you go. All right, cool. Done with that. BNB All-Stars. Almost done with that one. I'll ride that one till all the way down to see what kind of return I get. $100. I mean, wasn't really worth my time to do this every day forever. I should just put my money elsewhere, but it is what it is. You live and learn. Sincere Oil. Okay, so this is one that everyone's like, dude, that one's not going to last. And this is sponsored content, and I've been in this one for over 2 weeks now. So been running 28 days, it says. Withdrawals, deposits. It is what it is here. So this one has been, like I said, now these withdrawals aren't instant. Okay. So let's put wallet address in there. Let's put this number, is the Bitcoin number there. Control, copy, paste. Let's see if it processes. Yeah, please wait while your transaction is processing. That was supposed to go into this one right here. So Bitcoin, I'm going to rant for a little bit and then we'll come back and check it. It might not be, and it's not instant. takes time, and Bitcoin takes time. That's the wrong thing. Funding transactions. Okay, see, I took 200. Okay, so we'll check on that in a little bit. We'll check on that in a few minutes. But let me just go into something else. Let's talk about two things here. I'll talk about two things. So this Bitcoin spot ETF approval from the SEC was supposed to come in, I don't know if it was November or December, and then they pushed it out till January. And if you've watched the run-up, in Bitcoin and all the coins, quite frankly, Bitcoin's been up probably 55% in the last 2 months. You know, if you come back down here to the beginning of, was that October, November, December. So here's November. But October, you come back down here, 2 months ago, we were in the 20s, 25, 26, 27. Where now we popped up over almost 45,000. And then, oh, you can't see what I'm doing here. I was just showing you on this that Bitcoin, you know, if you look at the graphs here, Bitcoin was down at 25,000 and change, went up as high as 45,000 and back down to where it is around 41 and change. So look, Bitcoin has enjoyed, if you just do some very rough math, 41,000 divided by 25,000, you know, it's up 60 some percent. I mean, that's very, very rough math, but 60 some percent in 2 months. That's a huge, appreciation. Now, typically there's sell-offs, and which there is. I mean, when it went up to 45. Okay, when it went up to 45, it looked like people started to take some profits and sell off a bit, understandably. And now we're at 41. Now, here's the thing, is that there's some big hedge funds, and some big players, institutions that are trying to get this Bitcoin spot ETF approval. And the very fact that the SEC pushed it off kind of has me concerned, because everyone's baking in these prices. It's predicated, or it's baked in, that Bitcoin is going to get this spot ETF approval. And if you think about it, governments do not, this is conspiracy theory stuff, so hold your ears if you don't want to hear it. Hold your ears if you're only an optimist and think Bitcoin's going to go to the moon. Hold your ears. This is a theory, this is an opinion, and I'm not even 100% sure it's going to happen. But what if this is that you're getting played? What if we're all getting played, and that, you know, these big institutions run up the price and hope that they get the Bitcoin approval, and then the government says, okay, there's a chance, and everyone rushes in and buys, and then the government says, SEC says, nah, you know, you're not going to get that approval. Well, remember, I don't believe that the government wants you to have crypto. I believe they think it minimalizes their control, and it does. And that's the point of Bitcoin. And if governments don't want you to have it, so the SEC isn't funded by taxpayer dollars. Okay, so the SEC is funded by the regulations and fines that they charge and levy. And so think about it. You know, they might want another customer, but every dollar you have to spend, you can spend that dollar however you want. You can buy things at the grocery store, but if you're going to invest that dollar, you have some choices. You can buy gold, you can, precious metals, you can buy real estate, you can buy stocks, or you could now, if they make it mainstream, your money is going to get split again into crypto. And that takes away money from other things like the SEC. And plus, I mean, that the SEC makes money on like stocks and bonds. But plus, if you think about it, the government knows that cryptos are hard to tax. I mean, I had a hard time doing my taxes last year, just getting all those trades, and I take very good records. But it's hard, and I'm honest. So I can only imagine how many people didn't pay money on appreciation and taxations on crypto. And the government gets a lot of revenue from that, and they don't want to not get their revenue. So I don't know. One theory, just to wrap this up, my theory is that there's a possibility, and this is just an opinion, that the government's leading you on to believe you're going to get this Bitcoin ETF approval. And if they pull the rug on us at the last minute, think about how many investors would be soured on crypto and just sell off. Now, this is I'm scared to put the rest of my money in here. You know, had there been no SEC and this is just natural market stuff, I would feel more confident to add a lot of money into crypto right now. but there's just still that little inch of doubt in my brain that says it's not going to happen. Now, I'm still going to make some moves ahead of this Bitcoin approval, but man, I just hope I hope for crypto's sake it gets it, because if it doesn't, I think the consequences could be large. So no risk, no reward. I get it. High risk, high reward. High risk, could go to zero also. And that's where I'm at. So long story short, be very cautious. Don't just listen to the people that say that crypto is going to the moon, because it could go the other direction. I'm not saying it will. This isn't financial advice. These are just what's going on in my head when I'm thinking about all this stuff. So that being said, let's just do a quick recap and we'll get you out of here. Eazybot, doing great in my opinion. If you haven't gotten into Eazybot and you want some information, check out the link below. Revtoken, I love this project. It hasn't really done a whole ton, but I know that they've put together a board and they're looking to generate real revenues and kick it back to their shareholders or to their coin holders. Let's see what else we got here. BNB AllStars. God, I want to get out of that one. It's just, I've been in it for a while and it's just a pain in the butt. AI Trader dead. Centrium is also dead. Arbitrage dead. Sincere Oil. Let's take a look back to see if it got in there yet. Oh, there you go. See, it's confirming. So it was a lot more instant than I thought. It probably, let's see, 308. That was about 2 minutes ago. So I've been doing this video, I don't know, it doesn't say, a couple minutes. So look, that one's still going. It's funny, the ones that they say would never make it are the ones that still go. So who knows? You never know what's going to happen. That was sponsored content, but it's still paying out. I'm not telling you to get in there. Use your brain when you get into these types of projects. If you get in, don't even get into any of these things. Just watch me get in, lose money or make money, and you do what you do. Let me know what you do. Like, subscribe, share, tell me your thoughts down below. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.